Good evening. Tonight we are going to do a project that I call the leather bottle. So this is the leather bottle I did last week really quickly. And it's just a glass bottle and we're going to make it look like leather. So no animals were hurt during this. What I also did with this one is I added a little bit to it because I just wanted to add a little embellishment. So I had some old beads and I was looking for some leather thonging and stuff, but I couldn't find any in my expansive stuff that I have. But anyway, I did find these beads and I thought, well, that's kind of fun. It makes it kind of interesting. So what you need is a glass bottle and some tape. I have two bottles that I'm going to work with. I have this is just a little ocean spray bottle, which is kind of nice. But my husband said, do the bamboo rum. So I'm advertising. Look, it's empty. It's because I drank it all. Anyway, so I might start with this
right now.
I don't know if I'll get through. It's a big bottle to do. So anyway, I might start it and then I might revert to the little one just because it's faster. So anyway, so all you really need,
Turn your music off?
all we need mostly is just some tape and this bottle. Yes, I'm going to turn my music off. I don't know if you guys can hear it because it's really quiet. Anyway, all right. So I'm going to switch it over to my new camera position because I'm so excited about this. I'm going to go over here because I think he showed me how to do it. And it's this one here. There we go. Ha. All right. So you're nice and close to me now, sort of. I can't see full screen view, but I guess it doesn't matter. So, because there's just the two of us.
That's not how you're going to do it. Switch it back and then go to
switch it back. Oh, well, okay. See, I did it wrong already. Oh, that. So where am I going? I'm switching it back.
To main camera.
Oh my goodness. He showed me this earlier and so I remembered it.
Share screen.
Share screen in the middle. Use the little arrow.
No, hit the share screen. Yeah. Do it again. Yeah. Now go to advanced across the top.
Do advanced. Okay. Oh my goodness. Sorry, you have to sit here.
And now
that's okay.
Okay. There, I think.
Bottom right.
Oh my goodness.
Now make it bigger.
Oh, big picture.
How do I make it bigger?
It's on the left side. It's a green dot on the right.
This one right there. Okay. You see, the problem that I'm dealing with is that I'm not an Apple person. I don't have an Apple
She's more
computer.
of an orange person.
Okay, so I'm going to move this up a little bit because I think you're too close. Well, maybe that didn't work very much. Okay, well, there we go. Anyway, so this is the bottle I'm going to do, and I have this roll of.
Do you want me to move it up more?
This is very old. No, I think it's okay.
Okay.
This is really old masking tape. And so it's a perfect time for me to use it up on this because it's so old. And there's two things with old tape. It's either super sticky or it doesn't stick at all. So all I'm doing is I'm just going to start putting tape on my bottle. And I do want to sort of do it all over the place, right? And it's okay to have these ripped edges because they just look like ripped edges. And yep, this is all we're going to do is we're just going to put tape all over the bottle. And I like to put it up when I go up to the top. I like to get it right in there. Now, I don't know, maybe I don't because if I want to put the cork back in there. Anyway. But you're just going to cover this whole thing. So it's a whole night of us just sitting here doing tape and chatting, I guess.
Alrighty.
So, because this is probably the biggest time. There's actually water in my thing because I rinsed it out so that it didn't smell like rum when I was doing it. So. But yeah, this is a good way for me to use up all this old tape because it does start to break down after a while and just be useless. So
Yeah, I know that. I had to nuke mine again before we started.
Yeah.
And now it's all like wavery looking.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I'm starting to really feel like old tape.
You're starting to feel like old tape?
Old and wavery and broken down.
Because you're all wavery. Yeah. Yeah, he's like that. So Yeah, it's gonna take me a long time to do this whole bottle.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Maybe Bill has to come over and put tape on it too. He's sitting over there going, I don't think so. See, the nice thing, Bill can come over, can come down here and he can help me, but then he sits over there and he plays on the Xbox.
Oh,
I used to sit through the whole thing.
You did used to sit through the whole thing and not do anything other than just make sure I was doing everything good, but you never did any of the projects.
Supervising was pretty time consuming.
Yes. I do like the idea of this big X here, though. I'm hoping I can highlight it as I,
yeah, I was looking at that and I didn't know if what that was made out of, if you could, like, if it was removable. It looks like it's metal.
It-
Or is it just paper?
I think it's like a metal sticker or whatever, but the glass is like the glass is raised too. So it's a metal
Yeah.
sticker on the glass. That's
Yeah,
right.
because I was thinking if you could get it off and then put it on top after, then that would be cool.
Oh, well, I just have to go buy some more bamboo rum. You know, and it's funny, I never really liked rum. And until I had, and it was so funny, when I was younger, I tried Jamaican rum, didn't like it. And then last time we were in Jamaica, I really loved the rum.
Mm,
And then Bill showed me this bamboo rum and I'm just like, oh, it's just so malty and it's really it has a nice taste to it.
mm.
So now
Well,
I'm a fan.
I don't drink anymore, but when I did back in my 20s, rum was just about the only thing that I liked to drink.
Yeah. I burned a lot of bridges with rum and coke. So I kind of,
Yeah, tequila was my bridge burning.
oh, was it? Yeah, and I never liked tequila either. I couldn't even stand.
No,
the
well,
smell of-
I liked it until I drank way too much of it. And then after that, it always tasted like vomit to me.
Yeah. Well, I tried again when we went to Mexico, I tried the tequila there. And I really like tequila. But it has to be a good tequila. But so I'll tell you a little story about my family. So when I was younger, I would do things and I would snitch some of my dad's alcohol and put it all in a bottle and just all mixed together. It was
Oh
horrible.
boy.
It was horrible. And I can't believe I even would want to drink after drinking that stuff because it was horrible. But one time there was a particular party we were going to, and my favorite thing to drink was amaretto. Loved amaretto. So I
Oh, is that almond flavor?
yeah, it is, right?
Okay.
And I snitched it from my dad's liquor cabinet. And on the way to the party, I drank a whole bunch of amaretto. And then I drank that horrible mix at the party and was not in very good shape.
Mm.
And could not stomach even the smell of amaretto after that.
Yeah.
Here's the kicker. Every Christmas after Christmas dinner, my dad would always let us have a little snifter of our favorite liqueur. And of course, mine was always amaretto. So of course, Christmas comes along and dad pours me an amaretto. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can drink this. Because I'm probably turning green as I'm trying to drink it and show that I am enjoying it, because there is no way I can tell my dad that I can't drink it anymore because of course I did tell him years later. I told him, now that I'm an adult, I told him that I did that. And he was, you know what? He was just very thankful that I didn't replace his liquor with water. Like I didn't water down his liquor.
Oh.
I was snitching it.
Especially this.
Especially the scotch. Actually, I think he was a big rum drinker too. So. How are you doing on your bottle? I've barely got
Oh,
one.
I think I have less done than you do, even though my bottle is small.
I'm trying to work as fast as I can. It's like I have this reputation of working super fast, so I got to keep that up.
Oh, yeah, see, no, I am, I'm just the slowest person at everything alive.
Oh, well,
I'm a slow painter, I'm a slow walker. I take forever taking a shower, just everything takes me forever.
some things are just like showers for me. It's like I got to get out of there really fast. It's a waste of my time standing in there. It's like, hurry up.
Yeah.
There's other things I could be doing. Hmm.
Bigger strip.
What?
Use bigger strips.
No, you got to use little strips because you want lots of the folds and the tears
you go.
showing, and it makes it look a little more worn and whatever.
Piratey.
Yeah. Jeepers, Bill, why'd you make me do this bamboo rum?
Drinking.
No, the
Well, maybe switch back to the other one and finish that one up for next week.
well, well, now I've done more than that little one.
You want me to give Missy to help? She's over here helping me.
Or was she helping you? It's always nice when you have a cat that helps.
Oh, yeah,
Mm.
very helpful.
See, this is gonna be a very boring video for people to watch because all it is me putting
You know what?
tape on a bottle.
I can edit, fast forward that.
Can you?
Yeah, I can leave in all my fun stuff and then
All your comments, you're
Yeah.
gonna leave those in and then just,
take the rest of it out. Yeah.
yeah, you could do that too.
Witticisms.
The magic of editing.
It's gonna be a 4-minute video.
Yeah. Tell you this much, my fingers are gonna be sore after doing this.
Yeah, I'm
Feeling it?
getting that. I'm feeling the pain.
Yeah, it's like, I never thought it would be such a workout, but I guess because I'm going so fast and I'm, ripping and tearing.
So what's been your favorite class so far, Elizabeth?
My favorite class so far?
Yeah.
Well, I kind of loved the maracas.
Yeah, they were fun.
They were fun. I got them hanging on my living room wall.
You
I
kind of
really-
went, yeah, you kind of went nuts with those too. 'Cause you had so many of them. Awesome. I still haven't finished all the ones I did. I finished a couple of them, but I didn't finish all of them. So they're all sitting in my
Oh, yeah.
pile of things to finish. Whew.
But honestly, I've enjoyed pretty well all the classes. Like, I don't think there's any that I can think of that I think, this was boring.
I'm just so pleased, like even, with some that are maybe not as artful as as the other ones, you know, like even the one where we did that picture of our day. We
Oh,
laughed
yeah,
hard during that thing. I had so much fun doing it because it was like,
yeah,
But that's like Elizabeth said, you guys are kind of, you created this nice little friendship with everybody, so
yeah,
you get everybody and you know everybody.
yeah. It's just sort of playing, right? And
yeah,
you know what you learn from something like that, and then you take it and you can use it somewhere else. And
yeah. Well, you know what I really like about these classes is that I don't feel pressure. Like it's just fun. It's just
Yeah.
fun for me, you know?
yeah,
And you know, all the other classes that I'm taking, I just, oh, that it's a lot of work and it's a lot of pressure. And that's okay. You
mhm,
know, that's good because I'm learning and stuff. But then, you know, I need to be able to just
Chill.
have art play, you
yeah,
know, just play.
that's right.
And
I
I think
think-
that's why Karen enjoys it. so
I
much.
think you're right, you know, and like I had a friend she was taking my art classes when I was teaching them in a classroom, and she said, you know, her and her husband were going to art therapy. And she said, you know, he wasn't really enjoying it. And she said, you know, your classes are probably better for art therapy for people who aren't artists because you're just playing and it's not, you don't have to try and, you just play and be creative without, you know, trying to make it into something it isn't.
Yeah, not
right?
worrying about the critique
Yeah,
that's coming.
yeah, exactly.
And then, you know, you get to try new things and I like that.
Yeah, I like it too.
I quite enjoyed all the like the Zendoodle stuff because I like to Zendoodle
Mhm.
and I'll, you know, I do that kind of thing just on my own. Sometimes if I'm feeling stuck or, you know, I'll just, and I have you know, a sketchbook that's got all kinds of different sorts of like Zendoodling or Neurographica or,
Mhm.
you know, just different doodles that I make up and I'll just like cover a whole page with them or I like to draw mazes, like little tiny brain mazes.
Oh, yeah, yeah, those are neat.
And I've done some different experiments with that, like making a picture out of them.
Mhm.
So those are kind of cool.
Yeah. Well,
I
your
thought-
boxes yesterday or last week were beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Ones you posted. Bill showed me the picture. I knew exactly whose they were. I know those boxes. So. But you could Zendoodle the top of one of those boxes too, right?
Mhm. Yeah,
Nice
true.
before you put it together. So I think
Okay, I think I'm getting close
Are
to
you?
being there.
I'm not quite close. I got another
Oh.
step to go. And my fingers, I think my fingers are slowing down.
Yeah, I didn't, you know, start on one side and I kind of like went all over and then, so it seemed like I wasn't done and then all of a sudden, boom, I was
Yeah.
done.
You're done. Okay. Well, I'm just trying to get this lit.
So.
here.
Yeah, I still got a couple of little spots here and there to fill in.
I got the bottom to do too. So, oh my goodness.
Who picked that big bottle?
You did. You picked that big bottle. I was sure Spencer would still show up to do it because we gave him such a hard time about what you do with the bottle after it's done last week.
Oh, I don't remember. Oh, right.
So what
Oh,
do you do with it?
okay, I remember.
You can only- I don't know. Yeah, that's the one of the things is like when I see things that I like, I want to try, it's like coming up with a final, what does it end up being, or what is your final thing? Sometimes that's hard for me because it's like
I know. Well, some of these things that we've done, this like, I don't know what to do with them. They're just still sitting on my table.
yeah,
Lovely Christmas gifts for those hard to buy people.
no, well, if they're not done, then they just sit there, right? Oh,
Put some masking tape and leather them up.
yeah, leather everything up. I'm getting there. Now, originally when I did this project with the Leighton Center, we didn't use paint. We used shoe polish,
Oh,
and which was fine back then. I just don't know how many people actually have shoe polish anymore.
yeah, I don't have any. I did have some, but when my son moved out, he took it with him because he's the only one that polishes shoes around here.
Yeah, so I just thought paint would be better because it's what we have.
Yeah, I hope it sticks to the tape.
It will, and that's why I said to take some sandpaper,
Oh, okay.
just because that's what we're going to do after that, because that's what I did on this one, and I just roughed up the sandpaper, or roughed up the tape a little bit with the sandpaper,
Oh, yeah, okay.
just to give it a bit of tooth, and that'll get it sticky, or sticking to it a bit. You just waiting for me now?
Well, I'm just still looking it over to see if I got holes anywhere, and I keep finding them, so. So just filling in holes.
Yeah, I got one big hole to finish. Getting there. Your cat is just lying beside you purring.
Yeah.
She must be in the happy place then.
Well, I hope I didn't hurt Spencer's feelings and that he won't come back anymore.
Oh, no. We all gave him a hard time. Maybe he couldn't find a bottle.
Is he a relative of yours or?
No, he's a relative of Leslie's.
Oh, okay.
Leslie's brother.
It's her brother, yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
You don't even know him.
I didn't know when he first joined.
I'll always enjoy seeing his projects though, because
Yeah.
you can see that he has such a unique mind,
Yeah,
you know? The
yeah,
way he interprets the project is just so different
yeah.
from how I interpret it, you know?
No, I really like seeing that. Yeah, because it's like, and then some things like the origami, he just embraced it so well, and he did such a
Yes.
good job, right? And,
Yeah. Yeah,
he,
that was really his thing, wasn't it?
yeah, he insists that he has no artistic bone in his body, and I'm like,
Oh,
I
no
don't
way.
believe you. He's so talented. He's
Yeah.
okay. All right. Oh, I think I got it. closely. I'm just gonna cover up that little bit there. Okay. I think I've got this to a point where it's ready to go. So I'm just gonna go through and I'm gonna just smooth it all down, make sure that I don't have any like little corners that are sticking up. I'm gonna work on this little bamboo sort of symbol here because I kind of want it to show.
Mm.
So once you've got it to this point, that's when you take your sandpaper and just give it a light sanding.
So should I be using a finer grit or a
What am I using? I'm
Heavier.
using like 220. I'm using a 220. It's an old 220.
okay, so that's, I don't have anything that fine, but
you can use
I'll
it.
use I got a 120 here.
Yeah, just give it a quick sand. I'm not really doing much sanding. I just want to give it like sometimes the tape has really got a bit of a shine to it.
Yeah,
And I just want to take that off a little bit and then not really doing much. Just enough to make it stick in some places and scratching it up a little bit. Sticking my tape down. I'm kind of going off my video here. Not used to seeing myself so close. Okay, so I'm just doing a little, like it's just a little rub, okay? Hardly anything at all. And then I'm gonna grab my paints and I'm just using some acrylic paint. But what I also want to have close by is my rag and maybe a little bit of water. And let's see, what have I got in the paintbrush here? So I'm just using brown because that's what it's gonna work out to be. And I'm just gonna paint over most of it. And I'm gonna probably do it in stages, of course, because my bottle's so big.
How is that camera angle?
I think the camera angle's working fine. I can see what I'm doing.
Well, yeah, you get it magnified in front of you there too.
I know, it's really interesting. Okay, so once I have a bunch on, then I'm gonna take my rag. I might actually take a little bit of spray. No, I'm not gonna take any spray because it's not coming out of my bottle. And I'm gonna rub it in. And it starts to show the cracks and the creases in all of this. So you can start to see the texture of that tape. And you want to kind of get the paint into those sort of crevices and stuff that are, you know, if you have any folds in your tape and where it's overlapped and stuff, you want to get it all in there. In. And then I can take my brush again or my rag again and give it a rub. And, you know, I don't have to rub everything off. I'm going to leave some of it a little bit thicker in some places so that it just, you know, just gives it that sort of aged sort of look. And I did work back into that first one with a little bit of black because it was kind of nice to have that in there too.
Yeah, I was just thinking that looking at what I'm working at here, I feel like I want a little bit of black in there.
Yeah. So once you get the first color on, then you can start going back in with, you know, like a second coat or another color or Let's see what it comes out to be like. Of course, now my bottle's so big, it takes me forever to paint it too.
Mm.
But I know where this is going
Shelf.
in on your desk, Bill.
Yes.
Yeah, well, it's your idea. Let's do the bamboo rum. In any places where I just see that there's it's not seeping into those edges and stuff, I can just work back through those parts. And don't forget the bottom.
Oh, I got the bottom already.
I was worried because as I was doing this, there was a label on the back of the bottle and I was covering it up with the tape and I thought I can see it through the tape, but I don't think I'll be able to see it once I paint it. And sure enough, it's completely hidden. So
Oh, now see, I am just this moment having that same problem, but I'm still seeing letters.
are you? Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to maybe thicken up on the paint there a little bit.
Yeah, like I can't see, there was some, like a best before date and stuff like that on there, and there was the label. But yeah, I think the tape covered it up pretty good, and then the paint is, and I guess if you do several layers of paint, right, it just gets thicker, right? Because if you're gonna add the black and stuff like that, it'll probably disappear on you. Just get a little rub there. Now the cross is sort of there. You can sort of see it, but it's not very apparent. So yes, I might have to just get more bamboo rum and then just, I like that idea, your idea of putting the sticker on it.
Mm.
It'd look really cool. And it just so happens we have another bottle of bamboo rum. Aren't we working on one right now, Bill?
Yes, that's all right. For tonight.
Oh yeah, the one that we still have. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna grab some black. I think I didn't bring it over here so that I could use it tonight. So I'm just gonna grab some black because I do want it to, I really want it to look like aged leather. And so I need that darkness there. So especially around the bottom, right? It's like, I just feel like there should be more black around the bottom. And put a little bit of black on and then wipe it off a bit. And that gives it more of a bit of a swarthy.
That's the perfect word for
It
it.
is, right? Because it's
Swarthy.
swarthy.
It's not a word you hear much anymore.
No, I was so pleased that I got to use it.
And not get accused of being racist
Oh, yes,
in a totally non-racist way.
that's right. I know. Yeah. Oh, boy. Okay, I'm just adding a little bit of water to my cloth because I want to move this a bit. Now, if you rub too much, I'm starting to see my tape again in some of
Yeah.
the highlights. But actually, maybe that's not so bad. Like, look at that. I mean, in some cases, it's kind of cool, right? It just looks.
Yeah. I got something interesting happening on one side. I don't know why this side is different. And probably you can't see it because I don't have my light on. Now that's too bright. But it went all, I don't know, like kind of modeled.
It did. It's really cool, though, right?
Yeah, I don't know how well you can see that, but yeah, it looks cool.
Well, yeah, and I just, could it be the paint or, the old tape or?
Yeah, I think it looks like the paint lifted off, but it just lifted off in just little sections of it. So,
Hmm.
I don't know. I think it looks, I like it.
Well.
I like what happened there.
We like those happy mistakes,
Yeah,
happy
accidents.
accidents. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, like I don't mind where it's coming off a little bit there. I think that's actually kind of cool. It looks really cool on the video. It's like, ooh,
Yeah.
my color looks so good on the computer. It's like, oh, I look so nice. It's actually, it looks better on the video than it does in real life, but maybe, you know what, actually, I'm looking at it on the video thinking it looks really cool and wondering if maybe doing a clear coat on it afterwards would brighten it up a little bit. You know how
Oh, I
sometimes
think
does
that's a
that,
good
right?
idea.
And that would
Yeah.
seal it a little bit more. And yeah, I kind of like, and I like how sort of the mottled colors, like I've got some thinner areas and some thicker areas. I've got the dark at the bottom. I'm pretty happy with what I've got. Oops, too far. Because it looks like it's just, it's worn, like maybe somebody's been drinking out of it.
Yeah.
Like I've been drinking out of it. Touch up a couple of spots there. And then I guess if you wanted to go through and embellish it again with, beads or whatever, I don't think I have the need to do that on this one, but I really do like the idea of taking that sticker and sticking it on there. I think that's going to look really cool.
I am not
Mhm.
using the rest of that tonight.
Well, I can take the sticker off. You don't have to have the sticker off to have rum in the bottle. I can just go up and take the sticker off and then you can finish.
How will I know what I'm drinking?
Yeah, I can see that would be one of your problems. Okay. Now I'm going to show you what I'm doing for next week. Okay. Actually, should we switch to,
Normal camera.
yeah, normal camera, and then I can see what I want to see what your bottle looks like. So
So how do we do that?
I'm going to go up here and stop share.
Oh, yes.
Oh my God, look at that. That's
Okay.
amazing. Woohoo. All right, let me see your bottle.
Okay.
Your camera to the side now too.
Okay, so
Yeah, it's really nice.
yeah, I really like how it came out.
Yeah,
I'm really,
Yeah,
really
really
happy
good.
with it.
I can't wait to see all 5 bottles that you do this week.
Well, I don't know if I'm gonna be doing that because this week I'm doing a challenge to be, I have to work on my other work, an hour and a half minimum a day.
Oh my goodness.
And I had to get a new sheet of birch plywood
Yeah.
because I sold a painting, but it's only on paper, and so I have to mount it, and I didn't have any plywood that size. So now I got it all cut up into a million pieces all over my living room, and I have spent the last 3 days doing nothing but sealing, gessoing, and I'm about halfway done.
Oh boy,
Oh, I'm more than halfway.
more than halfway done.
Put 2 on everything.
Wow.
This will be my only bottle.
Okay. All right. Well, I was teasing you, but okay. So next week, this is what I got. Now you're freezing up
So,
there.
but I have no artwork to show.
Oh.
Yeah, my internet has been sketchy. I can still hear you though.
I can hear most of you, but yeah, your image is frozen, but you're cutting out in and out, but I can hear most of what you're saying. Okay, so I'm just going to go over really quickly what we're doing next week. I was playing around with plastic, and what I want to do is I wanted to do a picture of an animal. So this is what I'm working on. So this is a piece of plastic. And what I've done is I have a photocopy of this cat. This is Ripley, one of my old cats. And I am scratching the image into the plastic. So I'm going to show you really quickly. I've been working on, oh, thank you, Bill. And my assistant, Dana. So what I'm doing is I've got the photocopy. It's kind of cheating, right? Because it's tracing, but it's also, I'm scratching this image into the plastic. So let me show you where it's at so far. So that's the image that I've got done so far. And so that's scratching into the plastic. And then I'm running ink on the plastic and so the ink goes into the grooves. Elizabeth is coming back in. So I might have to repeat myself. Is she coming? Or maybe not. Okay. Anyway, so what you need to find is a piece of plastic for next week. And
surprising what it's surprisingly dark.
Yeah, I'm not hearing you, Elizabeth. You're cutting out too much. I hear something.
All right.
So,
let's wrap this up.
so anyway, it is.
Okay, and
I hear a couple of words and then, okay, so that's what we're going to do. So here's my instructions for you. You need to find an image that you want to
Okay.
stretch into. And when you're choosing an image, so this picture of Ripley, what I did is I found it on my computer. I turned it black and white so it'd be easier for me to sketch. And then I flipped the picture. So this picture is actually backwards from how it normally is. The reason that you do that is because if you're doing a person's face or an animal's face or whatever, they're never the same on both sides. So you have to flip it so that whenever you're tracing something, if you trace something, you have to flip the image or else it's not going to look right. It might still look like the person, but unless you flip it, it's not going to be true because the sides of a person's face or an animal's face are never exactly the same. So knowing that, I flipped the picture so that I could scratch it on this side. When it goes into a frame, it's going to be this way. So,
Okay,
with a piece of white behind it. So
okay.
anyway, it is kind of cheating, but you know what? I don't draw animals very often. And this was just a nice way for me to sort of play with Ripley and do the lines. And I'm just using one of my knives, one of my pointy knives to scratch in here.
Okay, I need you to tell me what kind of plastic that is.
Okay, so this is just garbage plastic that I got from a place that I might work. But you can use any plastic. So these.
Is but is it like heavy or is it?
So this one is about 1/8 of an inch thick. Okay, so it's quite
Oh,
heavy.
okay, okay, okay,
This
okay.
is used in framing. So if you're framing a picture and you don't want to put glass in it, you want to put acrylic. This is the acrylic that goes in there. Okay.
Okay,
You can do it on thinner stuff. This is, and it's got a coating on it, this stuff. This is, it's like the plastic that's in an IKEA frame. You know, sometimes the IKEA comes with a plastic frame. Sometimes
Okay.
these frames break and then I have a big sheet of a plastic and I'm like, oh, what can I do with that? Anyway, so this would work too. So anything that's sort of like a stiff plastic,
okay.
but
Oh,
you know,
I don't have anything like that. I'll have to see if I
Okay.
can see what I can find.
you know what, but I could also send you one. Okay.
Or
I
you
can
could
send
come
you
on a
something.
field trip,
Or you could come on a field trip to a place where somebody might work and maybe I
Mm.
can hand you a
or
piece.
even down here and learn about framing and other stuff.
Yeah, or you could come here and I could hand you a piece. So anyway, so if you guys are in, if anybody's watching this and they haven't been part of the class tonight making their leather bottle, and you want to do this next week and you don't know where to get a piece of plastic from, please just contact me and I'll see if I can get you one. Spencer, you're way far away from me, so I won't be able to mail one to you in time, but maybe you can find one. You know what? The other thing I did notice that when I was shopping, I noticed that Michael's does sell little sheets of plastic. It's a new thing that they're selling up in one area of the store. So you can buy little sheets and they're thinner. They're more like this kind of plastic. Those would work too. All right.
Awesome. I look forward to doing that.
Yeah, I've had so much fun, you know, drawing Ripley. And I sit there and it makes a horrible noise. So when we do it next week, we might not be doing it for very long because it's just like listening to me going. It's like, it's a little like fingernails on a chalkboard. So,
Mm.
but so much fun to play with it. So anyway, and it's good for people who don't draw, right? Because you're really just tracing.
Mhm.
Okay. So anyway, that's it for tonight.
Thank you so much, Karen.
Thanks for coming in and I'm gonna go have some bamboo.
I'll see if I can find some kind of neat decoration for my bottle and then I'll send
Yeah.
a picture.
Yeah, I just thought it just adds to it, adding something on it.
Yeah.
Just something else. Can't just leave it the way it is, you know. All right. Okay, well, you have a good week. I'll see
Yeah.
you next week. And yeah, if you need to come and find a piece of plastic, I'm sure I can scrounge one up for you.
Okay, awesome.
Okay.
Thank
All
you.
right. All right. See you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.